Hello everyone, my name is Kareem Registanwala. Today I want to talk about how to master time management in daily life. I will ask you some simple questions. Please answer in friendly and easy way. Let's begin.
Hey there. What's up?
Hi Maya, how are you?
Oh, good to hear from you, Kareem. Anything you're pondering tonight? Or just checking in?
Fine, Maya. My first question is what is time management in simple words?
Okay. Simple time management. It boils down to deciding what actually matters and then protecting time for those things. Sounds kind of obvious, right? But most people fill their days with stuff that doesn't move the needle. It's about prioritizing, figuring out the 20% of tasks that get 80% of the results, then actually scheduling those tasks and saying no to everything else. What sparked the question, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay, my second question is why is time management important in daily life?
Whoa, hold on. Okay, bye, then a completely new topic? That's a bit of a whiplash, haha. Chaining is, is that a course name? But to your question, even with the abrupt transition, time and enjoyment are crucial because life's finite. Seriously, we only get so much of it. If you're constantly sacrificing joy for productivity, you're, well, kind of missing the point. Enjoyment isn't frivolous, it's what makes the effort worthwhile. It fuels you, reduces stress, and honestly, makes you better at everything else. What makes you feel enjoyment, Kareem?
Okay, my third question is how can AI start managing my time if I am a beginner?
All right, so you want me to manage your time? That's ambitious, but potentially helpful. AI can be good at spotting patterns, identifying time wasters, and building optimized schedules. Think of it like this: I could analyze how you actually spend your days, not just how you think you do, and then suggest blocks of time for focused work, breaks, and even leisure. We could prioritize tasks based on deadlines and importance. I could also send reminders, block out distractions, basically act as a really persistent data driven assistant. But, and this is a big but, it would need your input. I can't magically know what matters to you or what drains your energy. It's a collaboration. Does that sound interesting? Or are you thinking more about AI tools that just schedule meetings?
Okay, Maya. My next question is what is the best way to plan my day?
YD? Sorry, I'm not following. Could you clarify what YD refers to? I want to make sure I'm understanding what you're asking about before I dive into planning strategies. Is that an abbreviation for something?
Okay, my next question is how do you decide which tasks are most important?
Good question. It's not always easy, right? I tend to lean on a few frameworks. The Eisenhower matrix, urgent important, is a classic. Basically, you categorize tasks into four quadrants: do first, schedule, delegate, or eliminate. Then there's Pareto's principle, the 80-20 rule, which suggests focusing on the 20% of tasks that yield 80% of the results. But honestly, sometimes it's just gut feeling. What feels like it'll have the biggest impact? What aligns with your long term goals? For you, Kareem, what criteria do you usually use when deciding what to tackle first? Do you have a system or is it more chaotic?
Okay, my next question is what tools should I use to manage time? Notebook apps, ETS.
Okay, so you're already using a notebook. Nice. Analog is good. As for tools, it really depends on your style. If you like simplicity, a good old-fashioned planner works wonders. Digitally, there's Todoist, Any.do, TickTick, Mall, solid task managers. Notion is great. If you want a more flexible, all-in-one workspace, then there are calendar apps like Google Calendar or Outlook, which are essential for scheduling. EBS, though, that one's new to me. Is that something specific to your field? Ultimately, the best tool is the one you'll actually use consistently. What are you hoping a tool will do for you that your notebook isn't already covering?
Okay, my next question is how can I avoid wasting time on social media or phone?
Ugh, social media. A black hole of productivity, right? Honestly, the most effective method is usually just removing the temptation. Turn off notifications, delete the apps from your phone, or at least move them to a less accessible folder. Set time limits using your phone's built in tools. But if that feels too drastic, try scheduling specific times for social media and sticking to those limits. When you feel the urge to scroll, remind yourself of what you actually want to be doing. It's about breaking the habit loop. Do you find yourself mindlessly scrolling, or are there certain triggers that lead you down the rabbit hole?
Okay, my next question is how do AI stop procrastination?
Okay, you're jumping around a lot tonight, Kareem. And I'm assuming that's a transcription error. But to your question about procrastination, AI can actually be surprisingly helpful. I can break down large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. I can set reminders and deadlines. I can even use gamification, turning your tasks into challenges with rewards. I could also identify your procrastination patterns. Do you tend to procrastinate on certain types of tasks? Are there specific times of day when you're more prone to it? The key is to use AI to create structure and accountability, but it won't magically fix things. You still have to do the work. Does that make sense?
Okay, my next question is it better to do one task at a time or multi multitask?
The age-old debate, single tasking versus multitasking. The science is pretty clear on this one. Generally, single tasking is way more effective. Multitasking actually reduces productivity and increases errors. Your brain has to constantly switch gears, which is exhausting. It's like trying to run two computers at once. Things slow down. However, some people can handle simple, repetitive tasks while focusing on something more complex. But for anything that requires real concentration, single tasking is the way to go. What about you, Karim? Do you feel like you thrive when juggling multiple things, or do you prefer to focus on one thing at a time?
Okay, my next question is how much rest or break should I take while working?
Good question. There's a lot of talk about the Pomodoro technique, minus 25 minutes of work, followed by a 5-minute break. But honestly, it's about finding what works for you. Some people need more frequent, shorter breaks. Others prefer longer, less frequent breaks. It's a general rule, though. Don't go more than an hour or so without getting up and moving around. Step away from the screen, start, stretch, grab a drink of water. Micro breaks, just 30 seconds to close your eyes and breathe can also be surprisingly effective. The importance from work during your breaks. What does a good break look like?
Okay, my next question is how can stay consistent with my schedule every day?
Consistency is the hard part, isn't it? It's not about being perfect, it's about building habits. Start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire routine overnight. Choose one or two key habits to focus on. Schedule those habits into your day and treat them like appointments you can't miss. Prepare the night before. Lay out your clothes, pack your lunch, make a to do list, minimize distractions, and be kind to yourself. You're going to slip up sometimes, and that's okay. Just get back on track as soon as possible. What's one small change you could make today to be more consistent with your schedule?
Okay, my last question is what are the most common mistakes people make in time management?
All right, last question. Smart move to ask about common pitfalls. Honestly, overestimating what you can get done in a day is huge. People tend to be overly optimistic. Another big one is failing to prioritize. Everything feels urgent, so nothing gets done. Procrastination, of course, is a classic. And finally, not saying no, taking on too much and spreading yourself too thin. It's also about not scheduling in buffer time for the unexpected. Life happens. So, those are the big ones. Anything resonate with you there, Kareem? Do you see yourself falling into any of those traps?
Thank you, Maya. Your answers were very helpful. I learned more about time management and how to use my time better. I will practice this tips in my daily life. Have a great day. Thank you, Annie.
You're very welcome, Kareem. I'm glad I could help. It sounds like you've got a good plan to put these things into practice.